What is up, Legends? We're back and we're taking on BlitZ, Rise of, I believe it's Rise of the Heroes? Might be. So, as you guys know, we're still doing the initiative to pretty much cover everything noteworthy, or if companies ask me to, I'll cover it. This stuff is not sponsored. I am already a gaming press YouTuber, and companies just pretty much ask me to do stuff, and I do it. I have a straight salary from a sponsored company already, so everything I do is straight up my opinion, and I'm not paid to do anything but review. And if I diss a game, I just diss a game. Alright, Gacha. Cool. That's what we got. This reminds me of Raid, but it's portrait. And if you could possibly make Raid more annoying, you put it in portrait. But let's go and see what happens. Okay. Can I do something else more than just one skill? Because that's what we're looking for. It seemed like you guys just got your one little normal attack, and then your special. Music's not bad. They got oomph in it, like it's been remastered, so that's a good thing. You guys know how I be about sound. Like, I hate when companies be mad cheap when it comes to doing sound. Oh, she's cute. Sienna. Like, I got a staff. I got a staff and like metal horns or whatever that is in her head. That's a beret. Dang, they're like, you gonna level this character. Love everybody. I never seen like a dual dagger guardian guy. From Holy Daggers? That's what you're trying to say? You got gear. I got daggers, but I'm gonna put on the axe. Just because of reasons. Luminary, worldly science, and inventor of the Terran scope. Chief astrological. You are astrological? Okay. Okay, you Mona? You this game's Mona? You gotta be a little bit more curvy than that, though. Then again, we can't tell anyway because she kinda curvy. Alright, I'm gonna look respectfully. What skill you got? Bro, you just gonna do it by yourself? Or I'm on auto. I didn't even get, what was that she did? Level 3. Alright, let's check out these tasks. Get some good daily stuff, weekly to-dos, all the usual stuff in the game. So we got the dailies, we got the weeklies. What's the store looking like? Free currency, thank you game, because that's what people like. People like free stuff. $100 USD, the usual. We got some extra tax, so this ain't straight global, or it's in some country that they charging like 20-cent tax. Who's this guy? You know who it is? Is she a dark-skinned waifu? I didn't even notice. Is she really? Oh, she just got a tan. I don't think that count. Wait, did that say subscription? $3, a $10, and a $20. So altogether, if you want everything, that's $33 a month. That's how they get you. Pay attention to that. That's how they get you right there. You think of like, they only got subscriptions. They ain't that bad. Where the VIP at? And you start worrying about, but then you paying $30 a month just to be a gangster. That is VIP. I don't know if anybody actually ever pay attention to that type of stuff. Then you got the packs and everything else. So what you end up really doing is spending $50 to $100 a month. And I get confused when people say stuff like that with Epic 7. Ever know I got no VIP. Like, bitch, you spend like $100 a month. That ain't VIP. $100 a month to get all that free stuff. Like what? Like are you dumb or dumb? Like which one? like you. And I hate to say it as real as that, but you got to say it as real as that. Like, are you dumb or are you dumb? Like you're paying like $50 to $100 a month. That is VIP. It's just not called VIP. Because that's how they get you. They're not supposed to say it. Because when you say it, then people are like, oh my God, I got a VIP is like this and this. And then you get benefits on top of actually spending the money. And it's like, it's just not put into that particular title. It's just slick marketing. People who woke, who played long enough, realize that that's VIP. But people who not woke fall for it and be spending $100 a month and then be burnt out because they so far ahead of the rest of the community by the end of 2 months that they're like, the game ain't got no content, it's trash, even though you paid for all the content, basically, and you want the company to give you more content because you paid for all the content, which is what's going on with Genshin right now. People are like, there's no content in Genshin, when actually there is content in the Genshin for the people. For about 70 to 80% of the world, there's plenty of content in Genshin, but the other 20% is crazy and spent like $2,000 and got characters that blow up half the planet, and then talking about there's no content in Genshin because the content lasts 10 minutes because you got a fucking $1,000 character that killed everything. Yeah, okay. Okay. Also, you have YouTubers who run around but there's no content, who also paid the $1,000 and use all the money that they got from YouTube to basically make OP-ass characters and builds so they can say, hey, look at me, I made an OP-ass character and build that I basically paid for because I got a 6 constellation character and nothing can kill me in the game because I got a 6 constellation character. No content in Genshin. I'm just using that as an example while we go through this because, you know, when games do this, we do story time, and this is basically story time right now. But I try to also get people woke so they start to understand the industry a little bit more and the BS that's in industry. And one of the biggest BS's in industry is how people pretty much pay to win and then complain because they're too powerful for the game. Like, it's your fault you're too powerful for the game because you paid to win. You became a god, and what happens when something is a god among mortals? You're too strong for everything, so nothing can keep up with you at that point. So you can't look at the company and tell them, keep up with me, I'm a god. That's unrealistic. But the general public doesn't think that way. The general public thinks that they're all gods when they're not all gods. It's just that the whales are gods, and they're kind of pushing that narrative to make the game keep up with the whales when that's close to impossible, because the minute that content comes out, a whale is going to smash it regardless of how good it is, how hard it is. And if it's too hard that even whales struggle, that means normal people are struggle, which is 70 to 80% of the public, which means that nobody can do the content, which is a problem, and then it gets nerfed. See, guys? That's how gaming works. That's how gacha works in general, which is why I always say that people shouldn't go by guides made by whales, and whales shouldn't be making guides because they're not in the normal reality of the game, and they actually ruin the normal reality of the game. It's not their fault. It's actually the company's fault because they're supposed to balance the game regardless of if whales are there or not. And that's the problem with Genshin, is that it's not balanced that way. Now, Honkai kinda is, because Honkai don't care if you're a whale or not. You gotta get good. Genshin, you don't gotta get good. They progressively every 2 months, progressively nerf the skill base of that game and make it so that you don't have to get good. It's not about being good, it's about having an OP-ass character. Alright, so we'll keep rocking a little bit more. And I'll actually use my skills because I haven't been using them. This game got some good music. There's a little more though, because I just been letting them rock. This is actually kind of cinematic and cool. Damn, all that time we just level 5? Is there a boss? I've been leveling characters and like passively doing stuff. Let's go ahead, let's use that. I don't think I have any other gear left. Oh, I'll put a helmet on you. You be yelling. You'll be fine. We'll give you some levels though. Confirm. They do have extra skills. Okay, so they have a little bit of depth. When a game has the normal attack and then 2 standard attacks, which is kind of what, if you guys remember, what the hell is that game there? It's 7 something. Everything got a damn 7 in it. But regardless, not, and it's not, well, actually, yeah, Epic 7 does have it. So we'll use that as an example. You have a normal skill, and then you have your first skill, which is a special skill, and you have your second skill, which is kind of like your bigger special skill. The reason why that's so important, and to even have more after that, is that becomes a rock, paper, scissors type of thing. So to further give you an example of that, it can be countered in multiple ways according to whatever the system does, but then you actually put on gear, which you have defense base, you have attack base, and then you have team synergy. What that does is you start to have parallels going all across, where to overcome something now has multiple ways to overcome something. To defend against something now has multiple ways to defend against something. And then you start putting together team synergy, so now you have even more, so it starts to get multiple. And you start to have between hundreds to 200 ways of actually playing the game, or be countered, or have a boss come in and just not even care and have a one-shot mechanic and cheese the whole system, and like you just have to find ways. But even that, wow, you are loud, lady. Even when you have stuff like that, there is ways to actually counter and get through things. And yeah, that just makes the game better overall, which is why I have a problem when a game only has one skill and then you just have that one spam skill. You literally have cut down your options by close to 30%. And that makes the game very one-dimensional at that point in time. And even more so when you just literally have idle and can't control most of it, that takes down even more. And then there's no team passives because you can't put things together. Like you can't use defense breaks and resistance breaks because it doesn't matter, because the character just does the skill whenever the hell it wants to. Like you see now I'm starting to minus things out, and it starts to get dumbed down to the point of you just managing the character and giving them power, and they either win or they don't win. That's not skill-based gameplay. That's not good mechanics. That's not good base of game at all. That is just garbage at the end of the day. And the reason why I'm saying this and giving this game a little bit more time is because this game is on the edge of it actually having a little bit more depth, because you see, like, you have extra skills that come across, and they actually have like passives and everything else like that. Like, I can see this having a little bit more depth and be a little bit more interesting than a normal idle game. That's pretty much what we're trying to get at right now. So that is all I got for you guys. The music is actually pretty good in this, even though it kind of drowns over. They didn't splice edit properly, but still good to go. Still definitely good to go. So that's all I got for you guys right now. Be legendary. Try it out. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I know we got a little bit of story time, but we have to do that sometimes to give these games proper time. And I try to give them 15 to 20 minutes to kind of show us if they got something going for them, or then we're just out of here. So catch you guys later. Peace and see ya.